to Scrapbooks Made Easy with Beth. I wanted to talk circles today. I find myself using a lot of circles in my scrapbook pages, and if you're a card maker, you can use them as well. So I wanted to share with you the different options that Creative Memories has for you to cut circles and make different size circles. So this is by far my favorite. If you're not familiar with the custom cutting system, we do have 3 different blades that turn around, they're swivel, so that makes it a whole lot easier for you to make your circles and without twisting up your wrist too badly. So these come open and you can close them easily, which is great if you have kids or grandkids, or if you're like me and your cat likes to throw things off the counter and throw them under the stove. So you have these 3 different sizes come together, and each one of these gives you 6 different size circles, and I'll show you how that works. So if you look closely there, this is smooth on this side, and there is a rim here, a track. The red blade, I'll turn this over so you can see, the 2 little pegs fit in that. So the red blade is the closest. Then you have the green blade, which is 1/4 of an inch out. And then you have the blue blade. So you can see how they will give you 3 different sizes. And then it's the opposite, and I'm gonna grab a bigger one just to show you that. So it's the opposite side. The red's the closest to the template. So if you're doing the outside of the circle, the red is going to give you the smallest circle. If you're on the inside track, the red is going to give you the biggest. And you can see here how far out the blue one is. So the blue is the biggest on the outside, the smallest on the inside, and the red is the smallest on the outside, but the biggest on the inside. And I'll show you how that works as well. The same tracks go with the jumbo circle. So it's obviously just a bigger circle. We also have the circle punch. So this is what locks it. You put your paper in and you just crunch it and you end up with the circle. If you're doing a lot of circles close together because you're going to use them as a border or some kind of a decoration, I turn it over so I can see exactly where my paper is to save paper. Again, I will show you that one as well. And then this is the circle cutter. It's very, very lightweight, very intimidating to a lot of people. So I wanted to show you how easy it is to use. This is where your blade is. So again, you cannot cut your fingers until you push this in and down. And I don't know if you can see it, but the blade does pop out then. This is how big your circles are. So if you're wanting a 6-inch circle, you're going to unscrew the white, go to, you have 4, 5, 6. So you're going to line up the black line with the 6, and you're going to tighten that back down. And now you have the circumference of a 6-inch circle. Now I will say, if you are planning on using this or buying this, practice on some scrap paper and don't try to save paper and do the 3-inch. The 3-inch circle is the hardest one because your hands are close together here. So again, I will show you that as well. Let's start with the jumbo circle. So the jumbo circle, I like to line it up and use my 12-inch mat so I know exactly where I'm cutting. Because once you cut the big circle out, you can use the negative for the opposite page. I like to do everything in a double page spread. So I'm going to cut with the red and I'm going to go on the outside. Make sure those 2 pegs are in the track or you just end up ripping your paper. So you're going to follow this all the way around. The bigger one's a little bit harder just because you're trying to hold it still. And now to test it, you can just lift that up and see to make sure you've cut it everywhere. But then this would be on my opposite page. So if you only have 1 piece of paper that you really like, you can still make a double page spread. All right, so let's say you wanted to go on the inside. I'm going to show you how to use all three and a fun thing that you can do. So this is holding your paper. So if you're going to go on the inside, you want to use your blue first because that's going to cut the smallest one on the inside, biggest one on the outside. So we are going to put this in here, make sure they're both in, circle around. You can take it out if you want, or you don't have to. But the next one, I am going to do the green. Again, make sure both of your pegs are in. If not, it just rips your paper. Oh, I just moved it. It just rips your paper and you will see that. So I just moved that a little bit, but I'm going to show you how you can turn that on the other side. And then that's what happens when you look away. So as you're cutting, don't look away. And then with the red, it's the closest to the actual, oop, didn't have them both in. It's the closest to the actual template. All right, so this is also a really nice title page. You can use just that circle, but then you also can do things like that and have different sizes. I can show you that again using this one. And we'll go on the outside. So you're going to use the blue first because you want to be able to hold down that piece of paper. And if you cut the smallest one first, then you don't have anything holding it down. So that's the outside. And I'm going to just skip to the red because I want you to see the difference in them. And then you have that. So again, you could do something like this when you're putting that on your page, put stickers in it or anything like that. So that is just using the jumbo circle and these circles. The next thing I am going to show you is the circle cutter. So we're going to move these. You do need to make sure you have a self-healing mat. And I recommend all three blades. And one thing about the blades is you want to set them down this way. It's a diamond cut blade. So if you're setting it down like this, every single time you set it down, you're dulling that blade just a little bit. These blades cannot be replaced. You just have to replace the whole thing. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you is the circle cutter. But before I do, look how fun this can be on a page. So you could have that, and then if you have other paper that matches it, they don't even have to line up. You could just do that and put photos on it and it would look really darling. Okay, let's show you the circle cutter. All right, again, I have set this to a 6-inch circle. So my black line is lined up with the white 6 right there. And then this pushes down and it pushes up this piece right here. That's what holds your paper or your photo. And don't worry, that little thing there, it does not dent your photo or your paper. Your blade is here. So if you wanted to cut a 6-inch circle to save paper, I'm going to go up here. The center of this is where your blade is. So push down on that, swing that around, and you can see I'm not off my paper. So that would make a nice 6-inch circle without wasting in the middle of your paper. You're going to hold this down, whatever is easier, your thumb, your hand, your fingers, however it's easier for you. I like to push down that way. You're going to push this in and push this down at the same time. And this is why I say don't start with, now if you're going to move your hands, keep that down and keep going around. Now, if I wanted a 1 inch, if I wanted this to be a 1 inch circle, then I'm going to unscrew the white while still holding down I screwed it on really tight. While I'm still holding this down, I'm gonna move this to where it's lined up with the 5, or I'm gonna go 4.5 just to make it a little bit more drastic for you. And then screw that tight again. Continue holding that down and then push in and down and cut again. And you can see how you've cut. And again, the nice thing about the circle cutter versus the custom cutting system is you can make this as wide. This could be 2 inches. It could be, you could have something thicker here and smaller on the inside. And then it'd be really cute to put a photo in here. I could then take a photo, cut it into a circle, and have it a double mat here. So those are just some options. Do play around with this. It is really fun. I've used it on a couple of other YouTube videos. If you have the Creative Memories pens, I don't know about other pens because that's all I use, but you can put them in here and then you would be able to draw. So you could draw circles. And again, if you go search circles on any of my other YouTube videos, you'll see how I did do one with circles and using the pen in here. So you could draw circles and make that a lot of fun too. All right, then our last circle option is just the punch. Again, it comes locked. You're going to unlock it. You can see where that locks it closed or open. And then you're just going to put in your paper and push down. If you are going to do it and put it in far enough, and this is why I like doing them upside down because I knew that circle was there. If you're going to do a lot and you do want to get closer to that, then I like to do them upside down. And you can see, all right, the paper's in, and then you can do the next one. And you can make sure that they're really close together without overlapping, and you can get close to sides. And so then you can take something like this. Let me see. This will work. No, it won't work. I'll just use this for now. All right, you can see where you could take this and maybe put that at the bottom of your page. And if your circles were different sizes, you would be able to do something really fun up the side and have some borders going with different paper. I wouldn't necessarily, let's see if we could cut a few out of this. You just got to play around with what you like. So then you'd be able to use this one just to have a little bit of contrast there. But you could keep going. You could make this a whole border going up the side of your page. So just some really fun ideas. Circles are fun and easy. These could be little photos. You could put ABCs in there. You can put embellishments and stickers in there just to have a really fun, easy border. If you did just nothing but the circles, which I'm going to be doing a border using that in a future video. So I hope you enjoy circles as much as I do. They're lots of fun and can be very festive.